Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on About My Father, starring Robert De Niro, about an Italian father and son and their various trials and tribulations. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books, links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys. Books 1 through 10 available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. From the hilarious mind of Sebastian Maniscalco, I think I'm saying that right. He's Italian, and he's going to do his Italian shtick about his dad embarrassing him. It's very Italian, but he's marrying into a very white bread family. Is that Kim Cattrall? Kind of looks like her, but I think it's a different actress who just sort of resembles her. So Robert De Niro is playing an old school Italian immigrant who, I don't know, he's uncouth, I guess you could say. It's a running gag with a peacock. Kind of gives away some of the best bits in the movie, in the commercial. I don't know. I could see why they built the movie around him, because this is his stand-up. His stand-up being like, oh, my father, he does all these crazy things. It looks like Kim Cattrall, but I don't think that's her. Do we have credits? No. Yeah. Time to go to the IMDb. It kind of looks like her. I haven't seen her in a while. So, I think it's called About My Father. There it is. Yeah, it is Kim Cattrall. It is her. I knew it. Yeah, she looks different. And Anders Holm is in it from Workaholics as like the younger brother. So, yeah, it is her. Huh. She looks different. She don't look bad. I just didn't recognize her. So yeah, Robert De Niro is going to be the old school Italian guy who says and does things that's crazy. He's going to be the comic relief, essentially. Yeah, I guess, I have a mixed feeling about it. On the one hand, I could totally relate to some of the jokes. I'm Italian, so I totally get it. On the other hand, I don't know, it just seems something a little off and dated by it. A little too tropey, maybe. I don't know. I'm a bit on the fence. I would lean towards seeing it. There's Anders Holm acting weird. And then the big gag, I guess I'll just tell you, they give it away in the trailer, is they have a pet peacock, the rich family, his the main character's new in-laws, Sebastian's new in-laws, because they're rich, and De Niro kills it so he can make pasta with artichokes and, he says, poultry. So he cooks the peacock. That seems a bit much. I don't even know if you can eat peacock. And it's not very Italian. I mean, making pasta for everybody, yeah, that's Italian. Normally you make meatballs or sausage or something like that. Peacock? I guess you could make a chicken type dish out of it. I don't know. Just seems a little forced. But De Niro looks the part, certainly. De Niro looks a lot like my dad in this. So it kind of amuses me, but it is over the top. See, then the other family, they're super rich and white bread, because those white people, they're so stupid and dopey. I guess half of me doesn't like this movie because half of me is from this sort of white bread stock. So it's like, I don't know. I think it's a little too much on stereotypes. His dad's a barber. See, like this bit here with him begging his fat father to be quote unquote normal and fit in, it's going to be a lot of his stand up, I assume. I don't know. Maybe he developed it. Let's see. Let's see if he wrote the screenplay. Directed by Laura Taruso. Writing credits. Yeah. So Austin Earl and Sebastian Maniscalco wrote it. So, I guess. I mean, the other funny bit they show in this, the big bit, I should say, right in the beginning, again, they have this sort of pre-trailer, which I hate. But he goes on one of these things and his bathing suit goes down and he doesn't know it and he's waving to people in the boat and then he bends down to pull his suit back up and he slams into the boat and Kim Cattrall looks at him. I guess. I mean, it could be fun. I think that was a little over the top. Too big of a bit to lead with. I think they should have saved that for the movie and not put it in the trailer. I get it. You're trying to show us, oh, it's so outrageous, this comedy, but I think the human aspect is more of an appeal. So, first act, he's in love. Sebastian's in love with some very white bread girl, and they are invited to the 4th of July to her parents. And he doesn't want to go because he doesn't want to leave his father behind since his mother just died recently. And it'd be his first, I don't know, 4th of July alone? I don't know why that's so important, but here he is goofing around. So she just says, well, why don't you bring him? Bring him. And he doesn't want to bring him because he's worried his father will embarrass him. But he ends up doing it, and they go. And sure enough, he says and does things that embarrass him. But in the end, he takes it too far. This is probably the incident that makes him yell at his dad, and they get into a big fight. It builds up to that. There's a bunch of incidents. The end of the second act, they have a crisis in that his father thinks, oh, you're ashamed of me. Shouldn't be ashamed of family, and blah, blah, blah. It's a nice message. And then the third act, they come together, and it's all good. And, he gets married or whatever. So, I think it could be fun. I mean, it looks fun. Yeah, Kim Cattrall does look very different in this. I think she sort of toned down her look a little bit so she looked more, less like, her character from Sex and the City. Less glamorous, less, more of like a normal woman in that situation. I mean, she looks good, but she's not trying to out glam everybody like she would in, say, Sex in the City, which is more of her character. Samantha, I was trying to think of her name. But I would see this. Yeah, I tell you this, my parents are definitely going to go see this. Oh, they're huge fans of Sebastian. I would totally watch it. Would I go to the theaters? Probably not, but I definitely would watch it with my folks. That would be a fun viewing. If I could pick one movie to watch with my folks, it would be this one, because then I could tease my father about it, and we'd have a good laugh. So it feels like a family movie. So I think I'm on board. Yeah. I mean, I'm a little wary about the Italian stereotypes because I'm Italian, and that's, what are they going to do here? But Sebastian's Italian, so I think it'll come from a place of love, and it comes from a stand-up, so he's just trying to do bits. It's not like he's trying to make us look bad. So, it's like when people within your ethnic group makes fun of your ethnic group. That's considered acceptable, right? It's okay. So, yeah, I would see this. I hear Sebastian is very funny in stand-up, and because he's Italian, I'd probably relate to it. DeNiro is perfect for the part. He annoys me these days, but I could see it working. I could see it. He is a good actor, and he has done comedy movies. I mean, Meet the Fockers, and I think he's done one or two others. The other ones maybe not so good, but this looks like, yeah, this looks like something that would work for De Niro in terms of comedy. Oh, the king of comedy. I always forget about that. All right. So, About My Father comes out some point. Feels like a summer movie. Yeah, written by, I think it said May 26th. Yeah, May 26th. May 26th, and I like the Italian look of all the lettering and stuff. So that's nice. So May 26th. Yeah, it's kind of beginning of the summer, kind of light movie. Go out, it's a nice night, go see a movie. So I could see this. Yeah. Oh, and it's from Lionsgate. Lionsgate maybe turning it around, doing some cool stuff recently. I've seen a lot of good trailers coming out of Lionsgate. Okay. Yeah, I'll give it a chance. About My Father. All right, that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. I'm going to be at Lunacy Brewing in a few hours at 7 p.m. for my talk on how to hunt the Jersey Devil. Hope to see you there, and we'll see you tomorrow.